As we last left off, we had just defeated Stage 1 in the Phantom Bat, and now we're moving on to Stage 2. Time to have some fun. We will be getting the boomerang because it will help out a lot against the boss. There's a bonus item right here if you want it. Personally, I don't, but hey, it's there. So I may as well get it. We have the knights that walk back and forth, more bats, same idea. They were in Castlevania 3. If you time your shots correctly, you can actually kill the walking knights in one movement of the boomerang as it's going in the same direction. I've only managed it once though, you'll see it in the outtakes. And if you're going to speedrun this place, it actually requires taking damage, and well, I'm not allowed to do that. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a perfect run now, would it? But now we have the other vein of my existence, Medusa heads. They're the same as in Castlevania 3. Only, in this game, everything seems a lot more randomized than in the other game. Like, right here is a place where you could speedrun it and save yourself a crap load of time. And there's my double shot. Okay, never mind. I guess the double shot actually is a natural item found in this stage. I'll actually only be needing the boomerang for this stage, though. The other stages I'll just be getting the holy water, and that's it. Oh, that was way too close. But more Medusa heads will be coming in just a bit. And my sound just skipped. Oh my god, that was way too close. Here's a pork chop if you need it. Oh my god, it was right on top of my head. And this is by far the hardest section in the entire level. You need to time these perfectly. Those presses, they are just evil. Those death presses. And now we have ghosts. I'm not sure if this place is the triple shot or not. I may remember seeing it somewhere, but it's been way too long since I've played this game, so I can't say for sure if they're there. Ooh! That's like 3 close calls during this stage. And those bone pillars, they take 6 shots to destroy, as opposed to the 4 that they took in Castlevania 3. Or at least the Japanese version. So yeah, more Medusa heads. You can just jump over them, they're no big deal. And now, jump cut. Now it's time for Medusa. This fight can go either way. It all depends on how cooperative this blasted guy feels like being. You want to avoid all the snakes that come. And there we go! Finally! Surprisingly, this place had a lot of outtakes, but they were all the most unreasonable outtakes possible, so enjoy them while they're here. And now we have the other vein of my existence, Medusa heads. Yeah, you heard me, they are the vein of my existence. And nice to know, if you stand one spot, they will never hit you. Now, later on, I will be doing a minimalist run of... Never mind. Nice things that the sound can do in my room. Now, if you're going to speedrun this place... Never mind. They won't appear here for a while, so you can stay calm. Oh, are you serious? Ugh. That was a big fail right there. The double shot was there, and then I immediately fell to my death. And I somehow managed to kill the knight in one hit of the boomerang. That was just really odd. Now it's time to take on Medusa. The way that I've found to deal with him is to actually stay back here and just keep hitting him this way, and then immediately as he gets to that side, you just want to run right into him and kill yourself. The best way I've found to deal with him is to actually run to the side, and when you get the chance, just jump right into him and kill yourself. I actually didn't get hit back, but you're dying anyway because I don't like you. And since I have the double shot, it makes dealing with him a lot easier, and I did like this tricky jumping shot. That was pretty close too. About half his health is drained, so that should make this fight a bit easier. Unless he decides to corner you, like he just did right there. And you just want to just deal as much damage as possible, and apparently I don't think you can jump over him with that jump height. You can jump over him here, but just not on the other side. But yeah, there you go. Oh man. This stage was a little bit trickier than the last stage, but still wasn't difficult at all for me to get by. Thus, just like the first stage, the score suffered. I give this stage a 3 out of 10. Really, there is nothing you could possibly get hit by in this stage, with a few tiny exceptions. The knights, the bats, they are all very easy to get by. In fact, I think the bats are even easier than they were in Castlevania 3, because they immediately go your level, and you could very easily hit them there. Especially if you have the boomerang, because that's a much easier weapon to hit him with due to its bigger stature and such. The Medusa heads, again, they are very easy to get by. If you stand in one spot, they will never hit you. Even with all those bombless pits, all you have to do is just time your shots. The death presses, they could be a little bit tricky, but still not all that tough. Like, no difficulty for that at all. And the bone pillars and the ghosts, not bad at all. The bone pillars are actually tougher than they were in Castlevania 3, though, because they take 6 hits as opposed to 4. Though I think in the US version of 3, they took 6 as well. But in Europe and in Japan, they took 4. I have all the possible ROM combinations for Castlevania 3 anyway. The reason I give it a 3 is due to the boss, the Medusa. This one actually did have outtakes, believe it or not, as you saw in the actual outtakes. Medusa, it's pretty much a mix of reaction battles and pure luck as to what he's going to do. Sometimes he could just start by staying in one spot and just firing the little snakes at you, or he could just immediately start coming towards you. And if he's coming towards you, it's completely random what altitude he'd be at for you to jump over him. And if he's on the same level as you, you cannot jump over him. I've tried this several times, but even if it looked like I should have made it, I always end up landing right on top of the blasted guy. So, Medusa is clearly a little bit tougher than Phantom Bat, but Phantom Bat I had actually no outtakes against, and that really surprised me because he's a real difficult boss too. That'll change in the next stage, but for now, we'll just focus on this. Overall, the stage was not bad to get by at all, and Medusa being slightly tougher than Phantom Bat, that's why I give it a 3 out of 10. The stage tries to be a little more difficult, but still isn't all that bad at all. If it were the stage alone, I would have given it a 1. But of course with Medusa, I give it a 3. The third stage is where things will really start to get difficult. So there will be a lot more outtakes coming in these next few stages. Or couple, for that matter. The outtakes will really start getting higher in the 5th and 6th stages, probably. But enough of me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in Stage 3. This is TF32 signing out, and have a great night.